I knew that Spezi was in trouble, but I didn't think that they would come after me until I walked out of my apartment in Florence. The phone rang. It was the police, and they demanded to know where I was. They were coming to me immediately. When I was 13, I spent a summer in Italy. And ever since then, I'd wanted to live in Italy. And when I got married to my wife, we talked about the possibility of someday moving to Florence. And in the year 2000, we finally did it. And we began our Italian adventure. I met Mario Spezi because I was writing a novel which was going to be a murder mystery based in Florence. And I needed to do research, and he was the top crime journalist in Tuscany. But at the end of the conversation, he asked me where I lived. And I said I lived in the little town of Giogli. And he said, Giogli. I know that town very well. One of the most horrific murders in Italian history took place in an olive grove in that town. And it turned out that olive grove was right outside our door. Mario started to tell me about the Monster of Florence. This was his great case, the case he had covered from the very beginning. The Monster of Florence was a serial killer. His first killing was in 1974, and then he killed in rapid succession from 81 to 85. He killed, in the end, 7 couples. He would kill them in the most calculated and careful ways. He would kill the man first, and then he would drag the woman off, kill her, and mutilate her. I said, Mario, we've got to write about this. At a certain point, Spezi shared with me information that he had gathered which pointed very strongly to a suspect. And I said to Mario, we have to interview him. We have to ask him a question. Are you the Monster of Florence? So we just showed up at his house at 10 o'clock at night. This man knew everything about the Monster of Florence case. Everything. He was very friendly, smiling all the time, a very charming person. Finally, Spezi zeroed in and asked him, are you the Monster of Florence? His answer was chilling. It was almost like a challenge to us. It was like, you think I'm the Monster of Florence. I know I'm the Monster of Florence, but you can't do anything about it. And when we left the apartment, he bent down and very quietly he said something very threatening to Mario. The chief inspector, who was running the Monster of Florence investigation, did not think that this was the work of a lone psychopath. His theory was that it was the work of a satanic sect. There's an Italian television program, and Mario Spezi went on this program, and he ridiculed this satanic sect theory. The chief inspector Giuttari, he's a Sicilian. You don't get up on national television and ridicule a Sicilian and expect to get away with it. The next thing that happened was that Giuttari's squad raided Spezi's apartment, then accused Spezi of participating or being somehow involved in the murder of a doctor who was alleged to have been a member of the Satanic Sect, who were the masterminds behind the monster killings. And then I was later accused of knowing all about this murder and being an accessory after the fact. I was indicted for obstruction of justice, planting evidence, criminal libel, and I sat there and I thought, my God, I'm never going to see my wife and children again. At the very end of this, the interrogator said to me, I'm going to lift these indictments temporarily to allow you to leave Italy. They will be reinstated later. Meaning, get out of Italy and don't ever come back.